what's up? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to today's one year Bible read. We're about to do something that I've never done on the channel before. It's gonna be pretty funny to me, maybe not to you, but it's gonna be funny to me. Um, I recently chat. Okay, so I recently started. I recently made a TikTok, right? I'm gonna put it on the channel, right? But I recently, uh, but I never used TikTok before, right? So I never actually realized how funny TikTok is. I'm not gonna lie. But I found this God song that was just it just took me out, right? I found this God song and it took me out. Okay, so this is the title. All right, okay. Turn my volume up. Hey, hey, since you got to praise God, I'm a student, that's on God. I ain't playing by my Lord and Savior. I'm on my job. If you ain't a Christian, I'm going to stand you in the face. If it ain't about Jesus, I'm going to hit you. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. Hey, hey, that's on God. Job. Hey, that's crazy. It's good. If it ain't about Jesus, then I'm gonna hit you with this K. You know, that is crazy. All right, okay. This is yeah. Um, well, that video had me dying laughing, and I just had to share it with you guys. Okay, now that we have disturbed the ambiance of the stream, let's get into today's one-year Bible read, chat. So today is day 234 in a row of our one-year Bible read. Um, oh man, that's just crazy. Of our one-year Bible read, chat, and let me have make it get a chance to get to our page real quick of the night. Typically, I would have already been on our page, but I just wanted to show y'all that. I wanted to show y'all that video so bad. Okay, today we're going to be reading from 822. Why 822 and not 820? Because we're 2 days early in our one-year Bible read. It means we started 2 days early. And today, chat, we're going to follow up on what we read yesterday in Job, with Job 4:1-7, going to verse 21. And then we're going to follow that up with 1 Corinthians 14:18-40, and then Psalms 37:30-40, and then Proverbs 21:27 to end the stream. This is today's one-year Bible read, day 234 in a row, and we will be doing this for 365 days. So if you want to stay tuned, like the stream, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and without further ado, day 234 of our one-year Bible read. So coming from Job 4:1-7, going through verse 21. Then Eliphaz the Temanite replied to Job, "Will you be patient and let me say a word? Who could keep from speaking out? In the past, you have encouraged many people. You have strengthened those who were weak. Your words have supported those who were failing. You have encouraged those with shaky knees. But now, when trouble strikes, you lose heart. You are terrified when it touches you. Doesn't your reverence for God give you confidence? Doesn't your life of integrity give you hope? Stop and think. Do the innocent die? We have the upright. When have the upright been destroyed? My experience shows that those who plant trouble and cultivate evil will harvest the same. A breath from God destroys them. They vanish in a blast of his anger. The lion roars and the wildcat snarls, but the teeth of the strong lions will be broken. The fierce lion will starve for lack of prey, and the cubs of the lioness will be scattered. The truth was given to me in the secret, as Stowe whispered in my ear. It came to me in a disturbing vision at night. When people are in a deep sleep, fear gripped me, and my bones trembled. A spirit swept past my face, and my hair stood on end. The spirit stopped, but I couldn't see its shape. There was a form before my eyes. In the silence, I heard a voice say, can a mortal be innocent before God? Can anyone be pure before the Creator? If God does not trust his own angels and has charged his messengers with foolishness, how much less will he trust people made of clay? They are made of dust, crushed as easily as a moth. They are alive in the morning but dead by evening, gone forever without a trace. Their tent cords are pulled and the tent collapses, and yet they die in ignorance. Cry for help, but will anyone answer you? Which of the angels will help you? Surely resentment destroys the fool, and jealousy kills the simple. I have seen that fools may be successful for the moment, but then comes sudden disaster. Their children are abandoned far from help, and they are crushed in court with no one to defend them. The hungry devour the harvest, even when it is guarded by brambles. The thirsty pant after the wealth, but evil does not spring from the soil, and trouble does not sprout from the earth. People are born for trouble, as readily as sparks fly up from a fire. If I were you, I would go to God and present my case to him. He does great things too marvelous to understand. He performs countless miracles, and he gives rain for the earth and water for the fields. He gives prosperity to the poor and protects those who suffer. He frustrates the plans of schemers, so the work of their hands will not succeed. He traps the wise in their own cleverness, so the cunning schemes are thwarted. They find it is dark in the daytime, and they grope at noon as if it were night. He rescues the poor from the cutting words of the strong, and he rescues them from the clutches of the powerful. And so at last, the poor have hope, and the snapping jaws of the wicked are shut. But consider the joy of those corrected by God. Do not despise the disciple of the Almighty when you sin. For though he wounds, he also bandages. He strikes, but his hands also heal. From 6 disasters he will rescue you. Even in the 7th, he will keep you from evil. He will save you from death in time of famine, from the power of the sword in time of war. You will be safe from slander, and have no fear when destruction comes. You will laugh at destruction and famine. Wild animals will not terrify you. You will be at peace when the stones of the field, and its wild animals will be at peace with you. You will know that your home is safe when you survey your possessions. Nothing will be missing. You will have many children, and your descendants will be as plentiful as grass. You will go to the grave at a ripe old age, like a sheaf of grain harvested at the proper time. You have studied life and found all this to be true. Listen to my counsel and apply it to yourself. Then Job spoke again. Yeah, he just hopped in my lap. How you doing? Thank you, Justin. How you doing, Tricky? That is why I spoke impulsively, for the Almighty. Hold up. I think I skipped it. I definitely did. Then Job spoke again. If my misery could be weighed, and my troubles put on the scales, they would outweigh all the sands of the sea. That is why I spoke so impulsively, for the Almighty has struck me down with his arrows. Their poison affects my spirit. God's terrors are lined up against me. Don't I have a right to complain? Don't wild donkeys bray when they find no grass, and oxen bellow when they have no food? Don't people complain about unsalted food? Does anyone want the tasteless white of an egg? My appetite disappears when I look at it. I gag at the thought of eating it. Oh, that I might have my request, that God would grant my desire. I wish he would crush me. I wish he would reach out his hand and kill me. At least I could take comfort in this. Despite the pain, I have not denied the words of the Holy One, but I don't have the strength to endure. I have nothing to live for. Do I have the strength of a stone? Is my body made of bronze? No, I am utterly helpless, without any chance of success. One should be kind to a fainting friend, but you accuse me without any fear of the Almighty. My brothers, you have proved as unreliable as a seasonal brook that overflows its banks in the spring when it is swollen with ice and melting snow. But when the hot weather arrives, the water disappears. The brook vanishes in the heat. The caravans turn aside to be refreshed, but there is nothing to drink, so they die. The caravans from Tema search for the water. The travelers from Sheba hope to find it. They count on it, but are disappointed. When they arrive, their hopes are dashed. You, too, have given no help. You have seen my calamity, and you are afraid. But why? Have I ever asked you for a gift? Have I begged you for anything of yours for myself? Have I asked you to rescue me from my enemies, or to save me from ruthless people? Teach me, and I will keep quiet. Show me what I have done wrong. Honest words can be painful. But what do your criticisms amount to? Do you think your words are convincing when you disregard my cry of desperation? You would even send an orphan into slavery or sell a friend. Look at me. Would I lie to your face? Stop assuming my guilt, for I have done no wrong. Do you think I am lying? Don't I know the difference between right and wrong? Is not all human life a struggle? Our lives are like that of a hired hand, like a worker who longs for the shade, like a servant waiting to be paid. I, too, have assigned months of futility, long and weary nights of misery. Lying in bed, I think, when will it be morning? But the night drags on, and I toss till dawn. My body is covered with maggots and scabs, and my skin breaks open, oozing with pus. My days fly faster than a weaver's shuttle. They end without hope. Oh God, remember that my life is but a breath, and I will never again feel happiness. You see me now, but not for long. You will look for me, but I will be gone. As the cloud dissipates and vanishes, those who die will not come back. They are gone forever from their home, never to be seen again. I cannot keep from speaking. I must express my anguish. My bearded soul must complain. Am I a sea monster or a dragon, that you must place me under guard? I think my bed will comfort me, and sleep will ease my misery. But then you shatter me with dreams and terrify me with visions. I would rather be strangled, rather die than suffer like this. I hate my life, and don't want to go on living. Oh, leave me alone for my few remaining days. What are people that you should make so much of us, that you should think of us so often? For you examine us every morning and test us every moment. Why won't you leave me alone? At least long enough for me to swallow. If I have sinned, what have I done to you? O watcher of all humanity, why make me your target? Am I a burden to you? Why not just forgive my sin and take away my guilt? For soon I will lie down in the dust and die. When you look for me, I will be gone. And now check 1 Corinthians 14:18 through 40. I thank God that I speak in tongues more than any of you. But in a church meeting, I would rather speak 5 understandable words to help others than 10,000 words in an unknown language. Dear brothers and sisters, don't be childish in your understanding of these things. Be innocent as babies when it comes to evil, but be mature in understanding what matters of this kind. It is written in the scriptures, I will speak to my own people through strange languages and through the lips of foreigners, but even then, they will not listen to me, says the Lord. So you see that speaking in tongues is a sign, not for believers, but for unbelievers. Prophecy, however, is for the benefit of believers, not unbelievers. Even so, if unbelievers or people who don't understand these things come into your church meeting and hear everyone speaking an unknown language, they will think you are crazy. But if all of you are prophesying and unbelievers or people who don't understand these things come into your meeting, they will be convicted of sin and judged by what you say. As they listen, their secret thoughts will be exposed, and they will fall to their knees and worship God, declaring, God is truly here among you. Well, my brothers and sisters, let's summarize. When you meet together, one will sing, another will teach. Another will tell some special revelation God has given. One will speak in tongues, and another will interpret what is said. But everything that is done must strengthen all of you. No more than 2 or 3 should speak in tongues. They must speak at one time, and someone must interpret what they say. But if no one is present who can interpret, they must be silent in your church meeting and speak in tongues to God privately. Let 2 or 3 people prophesy, let the others evaluate what is said. But if someone is prophesying and another person receives a revelation from the Lord, the one who is speaking must stop. In this way, all who prophesy will have a turn to speak, one after the other, so that everyone will learn and be encouraged. Remember that people who prophesy are in control of their spirit and can take turns. For God is not a God of disorder, but of peace, as in all the meetings of God's holy people. Women should be silent during the church meetings. It is not proper for them to speak, okay? They should be submissive, just as the law says. If they have any questions, they should ask their husbands at home, for it is improper for women to speak in church meetings. Or do you think God's word originated with you Corinthians? Are you the only ones to whom it was given? If you claim to be a prophet or think you are spiritual, you should recognize that what I am saying is a command from the Lord himself. But if you do not recognize this, you yourself will not be recognized. So my dear brothers and sisters, be eager to prophesy, and don't forbid speaking in tongues. But be sure that everything is done properly and in order. Interesting end there. I was really feeling that. The end there kind of threw me. But now Psalms 37, 30 through 40. The godly offer good counsel. They teach right from wrong. They have made God's law their own, so they will never slip from his path. The wicked wait in ambush for the godly, looking for an excuse to kill them. But the Lord will not let the wicked succeed, or let the godly be condemned when they are put on trial. Put your hope in the Lord, and travel steadily along his path. He will honor you by giving you the land, and you will see the wicked destroyed. I have seen wicked and ruthless people flourishing like a tree in its native soil. But when I looked again, they were gone. But when I looked again, they were gone. Though I searched for them, I could not find them. Look at those who are honest and good, for a wonderful future awaits those who love peace. But the rebellious will be destroyed. They have no future. The Lord rescues the godly. He is their fortress in times of trouble. The Lord helps them, rescue them from the wicked. He saves them, and they find shelter in him. What's up? Good to, hi again, Paranormal. And now Proverbs 21:27. The sacrifice of an evil person is detestable, especially when it is offered with wrong motives. Ooh, Proverbs 21:27. The sacrifice of an evil person is detestable, especially when it is offered with the wrong motives. And now, there is no spiritual gift of criticism. There is no spiritual gift of criticism. Same. You may want to play that video again, bro. Well, hey, I'm sorry, my fault. He kicked me in my leg. He said, stop that. All right. There is no spiritual gift of criticism. What a hard time it was for Job. He lost everything. Then boils and maggots arrived in the midst of his grief. Physical and emotional pain, more horrific than most of us will ever know. His friends came and were faithfully present and silent for 7 days. The grieving Job needed someone's presence. Being present, not profound or prophetic, is the most healing gift we can give. When Job's friend began criticizing him, his pain intensified. When others criticize others, it hurts them. Criticism is anything but a gift. No problem, bro. It's all good. Criticism is anything but a gift. And now, chat, we're going to turn off this camera, ask for clarity, wisdom, and discernment on the day's read, and be right back. Yes. Give me 1 second. Hey, chap. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Um, to me, I'm the only one that left. um, but let's get back to our today's read on the 22nd. Ooh, what a page flip. Okay. Um, I was wondering if what I was supposed to do was just read the end here, and that is exactly what I'm supposed to do. The page flip told me. Okay. um, so today's message from today's word was what we read at the very end, right? And it was there is no spiritual grip, there is no spiritual gift of there is no spiritual gift of criticism. What a time it, what a hard time it was for Job. He lost everything. Then bulls and maggots arrived in the midst of his grief. Physical and emotional pain more horrific than most of us will ever know. His friends came and were faithfully present and silent for 7 days. The grieving Job needed someone's presence. Being present, not profound or prophetic, is the most healing gift we can give. When Job's friends began criticizing him, his pain intensified. When we criticize others, it hurts them. Criticism is anything but a gift. One more time. There is no spiritual gift of criticism. What a hard time it was for Job. He lost everything. Then bulls and maggots arrived in the midst of his grief. Physical and emotional pain more horrific than most of us will ever know. His friends came and were faithfully present and silent for 7 days. The grieving Job needed someone's presence. Being present, not profound or prophetic, is the most healing gift we can give. When Job's friends began criticizing him, his pain intensified. When we criticize others, it hurts them. Criticism is anything but a gift. Criticism is anything but a gift. So I want to remind you that that inner critic inside your head is anything but a gift. We've exposed him. The critic in your head that tells you you're not worthy is anything but a gift. We've exposed him. The one who tells you you can't do something is anything but a gift. We've exposed him. The one who tries to dim your shine is anything but a gift. We've exposed him. I want you to never forget this. We've exposed him. We've exposed him. We've exposed him. I hope you guys enjoyed and gals enjoyed today's 1 year Bible read. Good read as always. Um, if you want to read yourself, you can pick one of these up. I'm not sure what they sell these. I got it as a gift. And they also have a 1 year Bible for women as well. So if you want to read along, see if there's any differences in the two versions of the two, by all means, go ahead. And I just want to say thank you for joining me for another Limitless Core live stream. This has been day 234 in a row of the 1 year Bible read. And thank you. If you've never seen this outro before, enjoy. And if you have seen it before, say it with me. We all have that limitless core, baby. I appreciate you. I might even love you, but I'm for sure glad you woke up today. Thank you for joining me for another Limitless Core live stream on the Limitless Core channel. It's been day 234. And before we go, I appreciate your presence as always. Whether it's for a minute, a second, millisecond, or if you've been with me for a while now. I appreciate it no matter how long it's been. Thank you for your presence. It's the most valuable that you can give me. You have a great rest of your night, because I'm going to have a great rest of mine. Peace. Have a good time. See you next time. We out. Another successful live stream on the channel, baby. Y'all have a great rest of y'all night. Peace.